deux cascades, quoi. Une cascade là, une cascade là. Et presque une troisième.
Good morning from our very overgrown garden here in Alentejo, Portugal. This week my goal is to tidy up this garden. This is the garden right in front of our house where we want to be growing our food, our veggies. We have a few fruit trees planted, and I also want to start incorporating more medicinal herbs into our garden. I, on purpose, let it go just completely wild. It's been a really cool experiment actually to see what happens when you just let it go wild, because the amount of growth is amazing. You see how generous and full of life the earth is. And yeah, like this mallow plant behind me is pretty much as tall as me. And just to kind of see how the different plants support each other in their growth. And we have tons of poppies that are about to bloom. So as I'm going around, I'm just kind of cutting. I'm not pulling anything up, because I really want that mycelial network to get better and better and more established for the health of the soil. And anytime I see like poppies or even the mallow I saw that was going to start to flower, I don't want to cut them yet. I want them to enjoy their full life cycle and go to bloom. They're also just such beautiful flowers. Why would I want to cut that down? So going around and keeping it pretty wild, but clearing it enough that I can plant some things. I have lots and lots of seeds that I want to get in the ground. And before, I didn't feel like it was time yet. I still felt like, yeah, like all the plants were doing their work to improve the soil, really giving the soil lots of shade, lots of moisture, holding it in. Yeah, as I clear, it's also just been a really cool thing to see. And like when I'm reaching down and I'm cutting something, just feeling how the temperature changes as I put my hand down, and it's so much cooler deep into all the plants. I pull something back and I see some mushrooms growing. There's lots of life. It's just really beautiful. So as I'm kind of clearing away things, I was looking for the mint that we had planted. And you can just see how moist the soil is. And there's all these little itty bitty tiny mushrooms. At first I thought it was eggs, but I can see they're little stalks. So even though for a lot of people they would come here and be like, wow, we really let the garden go, I'm really glad that it happened like that, because it's bringing more understanding to really figure out for myself the process of allowing the land to be as wild as it wants to be, but also growing our food. So yeah, I'm happy with the process. So here's one treasure I found amongst everything, a nice fennel that's growing. That's exciting. And then over here, there is a beet. So you get to pull that out with me. Looking good. Cute. What I've been doing is cutting back all the nettles. All right, I'm collecting more nettles so that I can dry it and harvest their seeds. So I'm using this cardboard box. And then for the rest of the plant, I'm putting it in here, not really stuffing it down, and then gonna fill it with water and make this infusion for the different plants, because nettle is extremely nutritious, so giving that back to the earth. But also I want to disperse a lot of it on the other side of the lake where it's very bare, so I might just go over and pour the rest of to hopefully get some life over on that side where it's bare. Top it with some nettle seeds. We have to kind of re-find where we did our 6 beds. John is collecting the canache, the giant reeds, to make little, I don't know, fencing, if you can call it that. Okay, so here's what we have so far. This was the first bed that we did. You can see that there is some spinach growing. This is black radish. Planted fava beans on that side and peas in the middle, and then I want to do like some structures in the middle to help it grow upwards. This is a rouge matisse that has just gone crazy and bolted, so soon it will flower and then give seeds, so I'll collect some of those.
Previously I had this idea to do a little wall of canache, which is the giant reed that we have on the land. So it's free, it's natural material, it's quite solid, sturdy, like it's just a great material to use. And so I started to do this thing, which is my original idea. It's the wall, but it took quite some time to do just one little line, so then I had this other idea, which in the end works much better, which is to still do a wall of canache, but instead of doing little sticks like that, I just put a few sticks along the line, and in the middle I just put whole Canache, the entire Canache, the entire giant reed. So it takes much less time and the effect is exactly the same. So it works great. So now we've almost done this first bed, started to work on the second one so that we can see the path where we can walk between the beds. So yeah, it's not like perfect in terms of design. Like you can see, there is space in between the Canache because the Canache are not completely straight, but that's really not a big deal at all. We don't care about that much, so we're gonna keep doing this same system this year. Hopefully do the 6 beds that we have with that idea, and then we'll see how long they last. I expect them to last probably a couple of years, but we'll see. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Okay.
What are you building now?
On request of my boss in the garden, I went to pick up some more giant reed to build those triangle teepee thing for the peas to grow.
Yeah.
And
Happy with it.
Yeah.
And the hens came and dug up all the work that I just did. Wonderful.